observed that there is a lot of influence of substances and drugs around in my surroundings. And when I hear the experience and stories of these things, I also feel the need to try these things, and I don't want to miss out on anything and regret it later. So what should I do, and how should I stop such inhibitions?
Look at my eyes, I'm always stoned. You must try. But I'm asking you a simple question. Even if it is very sophisticated pharmaceuticals, still they are very simplistic chemicals. What people are buying in the back street are horribly simplistic. Is it true that this human system is the most complex chemical factory on the planet? Most sophisticated? So, if you know how to manage this, you could create just any chemical that you want within the system. But if you're a lousy manager, then you're creating negative chemicals within you which causes misery. When I say chemicals which cause misery, well, the very fact that somebody is trying chemicals to make themselves joyful, peaceful, ecstasy or ecstatic, essentially means human experience at one level is determined by the chemical structure of who you are. When you have the most complex chemical factory, should you learn to manage that well so that always you're blissed out? Or should you buy it in the back street? Tell me what's the choice? If you are an intelligent human being, you will learn to produce your own chemistry of blissfulness and ecstasy. If you're a bloody fool, what can I do? It's not a crime to be stupid, all right? There's no law, there's no IPC against foolishness and stupidity, because it only costs your life. You're not taking anybody's life, you may, but it costs your life. And that much freedom has been given to you, your life is your business. So if your life is your business, making this work in the best possible way is your business. When I say life, I'm not talking about your education, I'm not talking about your profession, I'm not talking about the things that you may or you may not do in the world. I'm talking about this, keeping this in a most pleasant manner and if possible, in a profound manner. Is it not your business? So, somebody is going after alcohol, somebody is going after drink, somebody goes to the temple, somebody meditates, somebody wants to go to heaven. Fundamentally, the goals are same, isn't it? They want very pleasant and if possible, a profound experience of life. Is the goal simple? Is the goal same? The man who goes to the bar and the man who goes to the temple, the goals are same. The question is, what is the impact of that upon you? Is it sustainable? Today, sustainable is a fashionable word. So I'm asking, is your joy, is your pleasure sustainable? I have found a way where my pleasure, my ecstasy is always sustainable. Doesn't matter what is there, what is not there, I'm always blissed out. Look at my eyes and see. So, if you're interested, we can teach you the technologies of ecstasy instead of tablets of ecstasy. How's that? The reason why, well, she's fashion, you're journalism, she's technology, all right? Well, where is the need to have a technical education is to systematize these miracles. See, one man's engineering is another man's magic. If you don't know how an airplane flies, it's magic, isn't it? If I built the first airplane and said, "See, here God has come," or "I am only God," here it flies, chum, it flew. You don't even have to that much, a light bulb will do. 1000 years ago, if you had a light bulb which lights up, you could claim you're God, His messenger or son or whatever the hell you want. Yes or no? So, this is engineering I'm talking about. What you can cause in spurts by accident, you can engineer it in such a way that it's a sustained process. The idea of engineering is, whatever we did well at one time, we want to sustain that, a sustainable way of doing it. So, essentially, on one level, because engineering is such a big part of today's world, in the last 100 years, we have engineered the outside world in so many ways for our comfort and convenience. Out of this, is it true that today, compared to any other generation ever in the history of humanity, you are the most comfortable generation ever physically, and most amount of conveniences that other people could not even imagine, even a generation ago, yes or no? But can you also claim that you are the most joyful, peaceful, blissful, loving? No, we're mental health issues. So obviously we don't know what the hell we're doing with ourselves, isn't it? See, if you don't know what to eat, if you eat whatever is available on the street, is it true physically you could fall sick? Hello? Hello? Yes. Just about anything that's on the street you eat, possible you'll fall sick, if not in one day, in a few days. You must understand, both your body and mind are built with certain consumption. What you consume physically, if it can make you physically sick, what you consume mentally can also make you mentally sick. So, what are we consuming? How are we consuming? All this matters, isn't it? But there is no understanding about anything. We want to know how the computer works. We don't want to know how this works. If you don't know how this works, even the computer, the phone, whatever you have, these are all tremendous instruments, all right? But all of them are bringing misery because you don't know how to handle this. When you don't know how to handle this, everything will bring misery or death. You're driving a car, if you don't know how to handle it, you may bring death to yourself or to somebody, isn't it? Or it can take you places. So, this is the whole thing with the world. World is the way it is. Every situation can be made into something beautiful and creative, if you know how to handle this one. When I say this one, at least your body and mind, there are deeper aspects to who you are. Leave that alone now. Just on the surface, if you do not know how to handle your thought and emotion, you being miserable, is it an accident? Hello? Is it an accident? It's an obvious situation, isn't it? So, you can experiment if you want. Take these two fingers and poke your eyeballs like this. Why do you laugh? You never had such an experience, right? Maybe it'll be good. No, because you're talking about experimenting with chemicals, maybe this will be good, just take this, poke it like this and see. Maybe your third eye will open So I'm saying these kind of silly things are passing as experiments. What is experimental about it? Generations of people have done it and suffered, and you want to experiment once again? It is, you must understand, people who are giving it to you, they are not giving it to you out of their love for you. They are making money out of it, like in no other business, all right? So, you must understand, when you get this stuff, you are not some great experiment. You are a victim of somebody's greed and avarice.